it's hard to put in words, because if you're in youth soccer, it's what you work for, to be at the pinnacle of youth soccer and to be able to lift the oldest trophy in the country. It brought tears to my eyes watching the families and the players enjoy what they've invested in for years.
I don't know, it's an experience that, you know, I've never experienced before, and it's been fantastic because it was the first time that I felt it. And again, I still think a lot of credit needs to go to Jeremy Harkins, because he's the one that, you know, was with the group all year, you know, with a lot of the successes. And I was fortunate enough to be here and on staff, and, you know, he gave me the opportunity, which was, you know, awesome. Well, I think it's, you know, started a trend here with these guys that, you know, not winning one, you know, in your youth career is amazing, but to do it twice in a row and do it 3 times in a row with the birth year change, it's amazing how they're able to do it for 3 years in a row. And the accomplishments that these kids are going to have and going forward is, I mean, they've proved that I don't think there's a ceiling for this group.
When we first started our first year at Nationals, we would have never thought we'd make it this far, and to think that we could do it again and again and again, it's absolutely amazing.
This team has been together since they were about 9 or 10, and this has been years in the making. Every year has been planned for these boys to achieve, you know, a specific goal.
It really means a lot to me. Best coach in the country right here. Best friends, these are going to be my friends for life, and truly, I can't even put into words what it means. It's truly unbelievable.
The ODP Thanksgiving Interregional is a really important event for our players because it's an opportunity for them to compete in a representative format.
To be able to play against different players from different parts of the country, kind of the best of the best from the 4 regions coming to one environment, and to be able to train and play over the course of a week is really like no other event across the country.
My experience here at ODP has been phenomenal. The environment's different. It's definitely elevated competition, excellent coaching staff.
This ODP event, I think, is critical to a lot of the careers of the young ladies that have a chance to come and play, because some of them won't have had this experience of an elite level like this. And so for them to be put under pressure, to know that there's college scouts, to know that they're playing against other elite teams, I think it gives them kind of this sense of what's coming next in their life.
It's really exciting coming and playing in front of a bunch of college coaches, because you don't really get that at a club team.
I think it allows them to prepare for the next level, whether that be for some of them, lucky ones going on to national teams, or others going on for college.
It's totally humbling to be playing around such elite level athletes, especially playing against and with people from all around the country, and getting to know their different styles of play and getting challenged every day. It makes you grow as a player, but it also gives you respect for other players out there, and also gives you a sense of the level of intensity and the level of quality out there, so you know how to push yourself to become greater.
And so this really gives them a real life experience that they don't get otherwise when they're with their regular club teams and playing in their local leagues.
I love coming to participate in ODP because it's such a different atmosphere. Everyone here is dedicated to the sport and supportive of each other, but also demanding, because we need to be good players and connect as a team.
It's really interesting because playing in front of all the college scouts and even national staff, you have to get used to it. So there's a lot of nerves a lot of the time, but obviously, hopefully they're going to play on bigger stages as they progress in their careers. And it's a great experience to be able to get through that. Obviously believing in yourself as a player and having confidence that you can handle that pressure.
There's no doubt that ODP was incredibly influential in my career. What I gained from ODP was, again, the sense of competitiveness, elite level that I didn't get playing at home, meeting players from not only just in my region, but across the country, and see how soccer was played in different places, and really to explore soccer in a way that I just couldn't do it on a local level. And it gave me a chance to be exposed to some higher coaching and ultimately make my way to a youth national team pool and then onto the national team.
We're here because our daughter Haley, she has Down syndrome. She plays on the top soccer team.
So we're here today because my son Finn is involved in the top soccer program. He's a child with special needs, and we've been looking for good opportunities for him to engage with other youth and get involved in a positive environment and get some health and exercise.
It just brought her out of her shell. She loves to come here and participate in a sport that she normally can't participate in.
Allie's benefited from playing with top soccer because it allows her to interact with kids outside of school because she doesn't really get a lot of interaction with other kids. She also gets interactions with teenagers, she gets interactions with adults.
It's just nice to see smiles on everybody's faces, and they're always so energetic and fun to play with and fun people to just be around in general. I just enjoy the whole atmosphere.
Watching Finn participate in top soccer is it's really great. I mean, he's a child that struggles with socialization, and something positive and enthusiastic like this always gets him more excited and more involved with his peers.
So I'm a buddy here, and that basically means that I do one-on-one with the players and help them through practice. It's 2 hours on a Saturday morning where you just get to come out and have fun. You can help little kids play soccer, you can actually play soccer with some of the older kids, and at the end of the day it leaves you feel pretty good about you doing something for someone else.
I feel like the program matures me as a person, and it helps me be a better leader and teach them to be better leaders. So it's really matured me as a person.
Watching the kids be able to improve week by week and watching their parents enjoy watching their kids grow through that whole process is really great to see and motivating.
It's so much fun. It is just fun, and the kids are absolutely wonderful. The families are fantastic, and I see an impact in many, many realms, not just physically for these kids.
I think that other parents should look at this as an opportunity to get their children with special needs out in a positive group environment, get some exercise, develop some skills, and have a good time.
ideal soccer conditions. Even if it rains, that'll only help the game with being able to play the ball and skip it along the surface. But both teams trying to figure each other out in the early stages. And here comes CSA down the right. And that's a shot that's just dragged wide over the end line, and that'll be a goal kick for CSA. Paige Nurkin, the goalkeeper here. The left-footed goal kick towards midfield. Slight hand in the back. Referee says play on. And CDA looking to build down the left-hand side. It's gone all the way back in goal. Molly Maguire has got time and space. Played out to her full back as they look to build out a pressure here. Hellman lays it back and it's out wide here. Lindsay Gross flicks it round the corner. It's a nice ball. Maya Decker plays it in towards the middle. It's behind her intended target after the deflection, and CSA looking to clear their lines here. Alexis Trammell plays down the line, can't quite find her intended target. And on the cover there was number 7, Ainsley Neil-Vico. Looks to be playing at the back there. Thrown up top. Wells back to goal. Gets it back. She's onside. Pulls it across and chance for a shot here, and it's blocked, and it's a good block in the end by Mary Caitlin Little. And it'll be a corner kick on the far side, and Brooke Harden looks to be the one heading over to take it. Strong start here for CDA. Outswinger on the way from Harden. Flicked in, and danger here still, and eventually bundled over. Protest from CSA. Nurkin's unhappy as speaking to the goalkeeper, speaking to the referee, had the ball in her hands and was bundled into on the way. The referee said there was no foul. Flicked in, and danger here still, and eventually bundled over. Let's see what CSA can protest from CSA. A response here. CSA looking to produce a response here to the early deficit they face, and see a CDA clear their lines here. Ball bouncing around midfield, there to be one. And it's out over the sideline, a throw in for CDA. Throw down the line. Knocked inside and sharp 1-2 here. Whitney Wells just gets a little knock on her ankle, it looked like, and she'll stay down. Trainer just nearby here. Trainer will be called in. Wells looks to be holding her ankle in a bit of pain, and we have a player warming up here. Ellie Lovedale warming up on the near sideline. As play will be held here as we approach 7 minutes in to this match in the 2017 U.S. Youth Soccer National League here in Wilson, North Carolina. I believe it was Whitney Wells who scored the first goal also to break the deadlock, and unfortunately for her, she'll have to be making way here. Hopefully she's all right. She's escorted off by a trainer and one of the coaching staff members for CDA. Whipped across out towards the edge of the box, and CSA just fortunate to clear, but haven't quite cleared the danger yet, and ball gets whipped across the 6 again. Touch. Danger still not cleared here. CDA applying serious amounts of pressure. Knocked down the line. Shot from distance. Lindsay Gross with a shot. Coming in off the left-hand side with a right foot, as Lovedale will be coming in momentarily for Wells, who's receiving treatment. CSA just looking for a little bit of a break, and they have one here. Going forward down the left-hand side. Looking for a little bit of a 1-2, but it's only ricocheted all the way back to Maguire and goal. It looked promising, temporarily at least, for Amina Johnson down the left wing. And the ball's found its way through here, and CSA have a good chance. Touched inside, but it'll be out for a corner. Corner won by Logan Webb. Here is that eventual replacement that we had promised you. Lovedale coming into the game. Good chance for CSA to level up proceedings. In swinging corner on the far sideline. Whipped in towards the front, and it's just put a little too much whip on that one. Save for a goal quick, which Maguire will collect. Lovedale in straight away and driving down the line. Gets to the byline. Plays it across. Narkin does well. Narkin does well, actually. Coming off her line. Restarts here. Plays it out towards the right-hand side. Bregan Pelino here. Plays it over to the right-hand side. Johnson plays down the left. And a play for a goal kick for CDA. Maguire will probably punch this one long. Decent goal kick down the right hand side, but CSA win it back. Ball gets recycled out. Caitlin Little finds a good ball back inside, out towards Johnson out wide, and immediately put under pressure. Good pressure being applied by CDA there, and tenacious in their tackles, and bit of indecision there, and CSA win the throw in. Johnson will collect, and she'll look forward, maybe for Webb. Patient build-up play. Hamilton plays simple, finds a full-back. Ball comes inside. Young striding forward, plays it down the right. And touch just got away from Brooke Harden a little bit there, but it's a throw on the far sideline for CDA. Alexis Trammell with a throw-in. Looking for options. We'll play the line. Knocked back inside. And what a start this has been for CDA. Lovedale, the substitute. Can't quite get it under control. Referee says play on there. Tried a reverse pass, Harden did, but didn't quite work out. And Lovedale, if she can keep it in play, she's onside. Looking for support. We'll just recycle this one back. And out of play for a throw in here. Maya Decker with the throw in, looking for options. Waiting for her teammate Lovedale to fix her shoelaces. Wearing the old-fashioned Copa Mundials. The long laces. Thrown inside. Flicked out towards Lovedale. Can't quite control it. And away comes CSA. Ball whipped all the way right to Polino, right winger, who plays the line, and good tussle there. Burdick out defending for CDA, and Hamilton clears it away with her left. There for CSA throwing. Making the run down the line there for CSA was Ariana Maibodi. Polino cuts back onto her left and lays it off. Ball gets swung out wide again. Polino, positive touch forward. Tries to whip it across, and ball fired across the 18. Danger still looms for CDA, but they managed to come away, and Harden on the break, looking for a through ball, finds a good ball down the right hand side. Got an awful lot of work to do. Run away from Johnson is Vessel Camper. Just ball just gets away from her. Nurkin will have the goal kick here for CSA just past the 15-minute mark. The 2017 US Youth Soccer National League here in Wilson, North Carolina for the Fall Showcase. My name is Matthew Cowher, representing Turbo Sports Group. Pleasure to be alongside you with your folks, and whether you're tuning in from just down the road in North Carolina, in Charlotte, or whether you're watching from Ohio, or wherever you're watching, thank you for tuning into the broadcast and supporting these wonderful teams and coaches. Terrific standard of football. Hundreds of college coaches on the sidelines, keeping a keen eye out, trying to spot the next big talent for their programs respectively. And we've had players go on that have played in the US Youth Soccer National League, go on to represent their national teams in the FIFA Women's World Cup and even the Olympics. So you're seeing the best of the best in youth soccer here, folks. Hamilton for CDA, turns it back, tries to recycle it, but it's broken down. Johnson plays a nice ball down the line, but it's well intercepted here. CDA looking very composed at the back. Nurkin will have to come off her line for this one, and she'll collect it. She really wasn't happy with how the first goal panned out. The ball came in the box. Looks like she had two hands on it and kind of got bundled into. The ball spilled loose, and I believe it was Wells who scored the goal. Referee showed no interest in awarding a free kick out, so we have the scoreline of 1-0. And danger there for CDA. McGuire does well to steer it away from the 18. And ball comes in the right-hand side. Young attempts to switch the play, but Polino's back defending. Hooked down the line, but that'll only find Decker. Continues her run to try and get the 1-2 again, applying pressure. Polino will have it. With time and space, looking for support. And Decker goes down there. Lindsay Gross attempts to switch the play, and it's worked out. It's gone on the far side for Alexis Trammell, who's just taken it's maybe too strong a touch ahead of her, and Johnson nips in and managed to win a throw. CSA. It's a chilly one here, folks. Temperatures in the early 50s, single digits if you're a centigrade type person. Ball turned out wide, and Johnson, the sliding tackle to prevent the little break there, and does well. Whole host of substitutions. Substitutes getting warmed up, apologies, for CDA. And for CSA on the far side. Ball flicked around the corner. Knocked up top, laid off on the edge. Attempted shot from distance from Wesselkamper. Doesn't quite catch all of that one. Nurkin will have the goal kick once more. Drills the goal kick down the middle. Won by CDA. And free kick for CSA. About 20 yards short of the halfway line. Lauren Araya plays short towards Caitlin Little. But CDA win it back on the far sideline. Matty Young whips it across. Great ball in. And CDA double their lead. But CDA win it back on the far sideline. Matty Young whips it across. Great ball in. And CDA double their lead. That's 2-0 for CDA as Brooke Harden scores a second here. See what CSA can do. An immediate response. Ball whipped across. And a really strong start as we're approaching the midway point in the first half. CDA head of Ohio lead. Charlotte Soccer Academy out of North Carolina by 2-0, and a rare opportunity for a break forward as McGuire collects it at the second attempt. She hasn't faced too many problems so far, and CDA have just been first and second. I've been first to every 50-50 ball in midfield and just capitalising their opportunities, and they look dangerous on the counter-attack, and away they come down the right-hand side here. Chance to whip it across, and it's eventually knocked out for a goal kick. And Nurkin will look to drill this one down the middle again. Nurkin drills it low and looks like a handball there, and it's given against CDA. Charlotte Soccer Academy look to play quickly, but doesn't quite come off for them. They really got an uphill mountain to climb here now. It's a lovely touch around the corner from Vesselkamp. Ball threaded through down the left. Nurkin comes out from her goal and collects very well. Nurkin sprightly off her line there. The tall goalkeeper for Charlotte Soccer Academy. Boots it down. And it's headed out over the sideline. So you can hear probably in the background on the pitch behind me. Absolute ruckus. Goal must have been scored. Thrown on the near side for CSA. Looking to try and fashion a response, and that's Webb, who's making way on the left hand side, and coming on is Helen Schulten. Coming on for CDA momentarily will be number 26, Mariah Weefering. And here comes that substitution. Weefering coming on. As CDA look to introduce some fresh legs into the game as we approach the 25th minute mark. And coming off, number 19, Brooke Harden. Score of the second goal. Good ball down the left-hand side, and good defending in the end from Arroyo. From CSA, knocks it out over the end line. Nurkin doesn't quite catch all of that one, but it's worked out well for CSA. They're trying to build out of the back on the left side. Chance here for CDA if they can find a ball out on the left-hand side here. Nice pass, just deflected at the last second, and Lovedale sets it back, goes for the 1-2 down the line. Back to goal, cuts inside, tries to whip it across, comes to the edge of the box and cleared away from CSA. Danger's still not fully gone here, and CSA look to play out, and unfortunately for them it's gone out for a throw-in here for CDA. Maya Decker will have the throw in on the near side here towards the corner flag. Look for options. Throws inside, knocked, flicked around the corner. Not a bad idea, just couldn't quite get on it, and danger still looms. Knocked out wide, good recycle of the pass there, and Trammell out wide on the right, cuts in on the left. Remaining patient. Finds it. Tries to find the ball at least to Wiefering up top. Hamilton battles away to win it back, and away comes CDA again down the right hand side if they can get on this one. Down in the corner flag. She's got an awful lot of work to do against two CSA players, and she's done really well to win a corner. Abby Wesselkamper. Hopefully for all of Abby's family and friends at home, I've pronounced that correctly. Lindsay Gross will be the one to swing this in. The right foot as CDA prepare a substitution. And it'll be Lindsay Gross that makes way. She won't have time to take the corner here. Maddie Young will go out to take this one, and coming into the game is number 22, all of the twos, Alyssa Weisbrot. Once again, Alyssa, I hope I pronounced that correctly for you. She goes straight into the 18, trying to attack this one. Ball comes in. Headed back out towards Young. Might look to just reload and send it back in. Ball gets caught underneath her feet, but she does really well on the turn. Swings it in, and Nurkin will collect this one. Nurkin says, get out of here. Pushes her back line up and looks to smash it down the middle, which she does, but CDA win it again. Nice switch to the play there from Mackenzie Burdick. Flick down the right hand side, and that'll looks like it'll creep out and will for throwing on the far sideline for Charlotte Soccer Academy. Hamilton will have to give chase back towards her own goal. Burdick will take no chances. Offside. Called against CDA, coming back from an offside position. So a double substitution. Numbers 24, Mylena King, and number 25, Elena Sullivan, preparing to come on. Rare chance of a break here for CSA. The ball's held up in the corner. Trammell back to goal. Clears it with their left foot. And this could be danger here for CSA. CDA committing numbers 4 on the left hand side, but can't quite find that through ball. But nice play to get out of pressure there from CSA. Townsend on the right hand side cuts back. Caitlin Little back to Townsend. But it's intercepted. And Lauren Araya does well, the centre half, coming over to win the ball. And wins a throw-in on the near side. Here comes the double substitution, with Sullivan and King coming in. Two players making way. Alexis Trammell and Abby Vesselkamper. Looked like that ball stayed in play, but I'm not the linesman. We have the best officials down here, it must be said, at these US Youth Soccer National League games. I haven't heard really any complaints about them all week. They're really on the mark. Townsend looks to clear. Can't quite get enough on it. Throwing down the line. Back out. And, oh, Townsend does well in the tackle there. Townsend will attack again. Hits her knee brace. Comes back out in the edge. Shot. Absolute pinger there. Nearly one of the best goals of the week that we've seen from Maddie Young. Hits it with the right foot, bending towards the top right-hand corner and just whistles past the far post. Score remains 2-0 as we approach the 33rd minute here at the 2017 US Youth Soccer National League Fall Showcase here in Wilson, North Carolina. Nurkin nudges it down the field. Played out wide. Ball back inside. Clever ball there. It's going to ask a lot for Lovedale to get onto, but throw comes down the line. Lovedale tries to play it inside, doesn't quite work out. They'll have a throw in once more, as it's just gotten a little bit chillier here over the last couple of minutes, folks. Decker will retrieve the ball here and look to send a longer ball in towards the 18.
Ellie, come hard and spin up. Ellie, come hard and spin up. Go, go, Ellie. Maya's there. Let's play. Good. Can we get it out this side? Can we get it out of here? Can we go the other way?
Lovedale skips away, recycles the ball. It's gone all the way back to Hamilton, who may look to reverse the field once more, but plays it down the right centre. Weefering breaks down and the left-hand side, and CSA, the last 10 minutes approaching the half here, might look to just get back in the game if they can and create a chance or two just to turn the tide here. Nice turn. Townsend's out towards the right-hand side, but it'll be knocked off here, and Decker, experienced defender, wins the throw in as his commentator's just getting up and about to stretch his legs. If you're still listening and haven't put it on mute yet. Sick of hearing Irish accent comment on soccer. For those of you still listening, I say thanks very much for tuning in. Knocked down the line. CDA with another chance to break. Araya goes past Araya and played inside, and that's a lovely touch over the top. Chance, and that's a great save. A superb save from Nurkin coming off her line. That was a lovely touch. Mylena King just flicks it with the outside of her right foot. Dennis Bergkamp-esque. Misses the one-on-one. Hamilton goes to chase. And looking for options, plays out here. Lovely ball up top. She's causing all sorts of dangers. Maddie Young plays down the left. Lovedale will look to keep this one in. She's onside. Plays it out in the edge. Decker whipped in towards the edge of the box and doesn't quite get all of that one. Johnson back to goal, looking for support. We'll lay it off to Townsend. Townsend looking forward, can only find a red shirt. And the crunch and clash there sounded nasty, but Decker deemed to have given the foul away. And that'll be a free kick 15 yards into CDA's half for CSA and a chance to get a goal back. And thrown on the left-hand side here for CDA. Decker will have to throw in. Thrown inside towards Maddie Young. Actually, apologies. Weefering. Thrown on the far side. Down the line it goes. Out to inside, and Hamilton assessing her options. Tries to go direct towards Young. Finds only a grey shirt there, and it's a good tackle there. CSA looking to create a chance before the half, and Ainsley Nail-Vico has had a good first half so far. Ball played out towards the edge of the box, and Weefering playing pressure, and King plays it out towards the right hand side. Lovely ball whipped in. Maddie Young attacks it. Super save once again to keep the score still at 2-0 from Nurkin. She's had a few big time saves here today. Lovedale plays back to goal, keeps it simple. Smart play from the centre half, Mackenzie Burdick, who's got a mature head on young shoulders. Switches the play. Comes over towards Burdick. Johnson will apply pressure. Burdick plays first time with the left foot. Good ball down the line. Real chance here for an overlap, and Lovedale just can't quite find that pass that she was looking for. Townsend does well. The ball up top here, and it's a 1v1. If Hamilton doesn't quite get this right, they could be in trouble here, CDA. CSA coming forward well. Trying to pull one back before half time. And Hamilton won't be fooled by that one, and it's half cleared out towards the left-hand side. And CSA are relentless here, and they've done well in the last few minutes. Last 5 minutes before the half, they could get one here, and not with that attempt though. Unfortunately, Maguire will pick that one up, and looks like she's wanting to go direct. She does, down the right. But CSA win it once more. Johnson Threads a nice ball down the line. Burdick has to come over and cover. Touched inside. Reluctant to give up a corner. Might have to play this one out for a throw-in, and does. And waiting for the linesman signal, and it will be a throw-in for CDA. So, the last couple of minutes have been better. CSA trying to get themselves back into it, but yet again, just not able to create anything clear-cut. Throw goes down the line. And she'll run out of green grass there, and it'll be a CSA ball. Townsend throws line. Maddie Young. Nice flick round. She's got Love Dallas. She uses her down the line. Good defending though. Very good defending to get back and show commitment there. Great attitude from Grace Vilakovsky. Last 2.5 minutes before the half here. Young back to goal, plays a cross shot. Decent effort, just couldn't quite get enough on it. Shot from Melissa Weisbrot. Maddie Young has caused all sorts of danger in the first half. She's been the player of the first half so far. Her ability to turn in pressures has been second to none so far that I've seen over the last couple of days. She's looked very dangerous. And we approach the last minute and a half here at the 2017 U.S. Youth Soccer National League in Wilson, North Carolina. Matthew Carraher representing Turbo Sports Group, proud to bring you the commentary live. As CSA might have a little chance here. 90 seconds left in the half. Araya might look to just send this long and say, look, ladies, get up out of here. Clear this one long and give us a chance. Try and win the first and second ball, but CDA win it. Played inside. Ball going back and forth. Neither team being able to have too much success over the last 1 or 2 minutes. Played down the line here. King trying to steer Maddie Young's way, and it's once again well read by Nell Vaikio, but King coming down the right hand side. 45 seconds left, the regular time in the half. Can't imagine we'll have too much stoppage time. There was that one injury to the first goal scorer, Whitney Wells. Look, I'd imagine we're only looking at a minute or so. Throw comes in down the line. Young tries to lay it back out, but the ball's already out of play. So it'll be a throw-in for CSA. Let's see what they can do in the last 20 seconds. Pump down the line. Hamilton tries to turn inside. Referee signals 1 minute of added time. See what can be done with it here. Young turns around the corner to King. King driving towards the byline, pulls it across. Chance of a shot here, chance for 3, and it's hit the angle there. Can't get much closer there. Alyssa Weisbrot with a good effort and just had acres of space at the back post. Took a touch and just couldn't quite get it where she wanted to go. She wasn't too far away, mind. Chance to make it 3 here before the half if they can get it. Weisbrot. Lovely ball inside. Touched. Love Dow back to goal here. Cuts onto her left, and back onto her right, whips it across. Cleared away, all eyes on the referee now. Looks at his watch. Good layoff, Vice Brott. Saved by Nurkin. There's the halftime whistle, folks, at the 2017 US Youth Soccer National League U17 bracket, where Cincinnati Development Academy leads Charlotte Soccer Academy by 2-0. Put on the kettle, have yourself a cup of tea. We'll see you in a few minutes.
it's hard to put in words, because if you're in youth soccer, it's what you work for, to be at the pinnacle of youth soccer and to be able to lift the oldest trophy in the country. It brought tears to my eyes watching the families and the players enjoy what they've invested in for years.
I don't know, it's an experience that, you know, I've never experienced before, and it's been fantastic because it was the first time that I felt it. And again, I still think a lot of credit needs to go to Jeremy Harkins because he's the one that, was with the group all year, with a lot of the successes. And I was fortunate enough to be here and on staff, and he gave me the opportunity, which was awesome. Well, I think it's started a trend here with these guys that not winning one in your youth career is amazing. But to do it twice in a row and do it 3 times in a row with the birth year change, it's amazing how they're able to do it for 3 years in a row. And the accomplishments that these kids are going to have and going forward is, they've proved that I don't think there's a ceiling for this group.
When we first started our first year at Nationals, we would have never thought we'd make it this far, and to think that we could do it again and again and again, it's absolutely amazing.
This team has been together since they were about 9 or 10, and this has been years in the making. Every year has been planned for these boys to achieve, a specific goal.
It really means a lot to me. Best coach in the country right here. Best friends, these are going to be my friends for life, and truly, I can't even put into words what it means. It's truly unbelievable.
The ODP Thanksgiving Interregional is a really important event for our players because it's an opportunity for them to compete in a representative format.
To be able to play against different players from different parts of the country, kind of the best of the best from the 4 regions coming to one environment, and to be able to train and play over the course of a week is really like no other event across the country.
My experience here at ODP has been phenomenal. The environment's different. It's definitely elevated competition, excellent coaching staff.
This ODP event, I think, is critical to a lot of the careers of the young ladies that have a chance to come and play, because some of them won't have had this experience of an elite level like this. And so for them to be put under pressure, to know that there's college scouts, to know that they're playing against other elite teams, I think it gives them kind of this sense of what's coming next in their life.
It's really exciting coming and playing in front of a bunch of college coaches, because you don't really get that at a club team.
I think it allows them to prepare for the next level, whether that be for some of them, lucky ones going on to national teams, or others going on for college.
It's totally humbling to be playing around such elite level athletes, especially playing against and with people from all around the country, and getting to know their different styles of play and getting challenged every day. It makes you grow as a player, but it also gives you respect for other players out there, and also gives you a sense of the level of intensity and the level of quality out there, so you know how to push yourself to become greater.
And so this really gives them a real life experience that they don't get otherwise when they're with their regular club teams and playing in their local leagues.
I love coming to participate in ODP because it's such a different atmosphere. Everyone here is dedicated to the sport and supportive of each other, but also demanding, because we need to be good players and connect as a team.
It's really interesting because playing in front of all the college scouts and even national staff, you have to get used to it. So there's a lot of nerves a lot of the time, but obviously, hopefully they're going to play on bigger stages as they progress in their careers. And it's a great experience to be able to get through that. Obviously believing in yourself as a player and having confidence that you can handle that pressure.
There's no doubt that ODP was incredibly influential in my career. What I gained from ODP was, again, the sense of competitiveness, elite level that I didn't get playing at home, meeting players from not only just in my region, but across the country, and see how soccer was played in different places, and really to explore soccer in a way that I just couldn't do it on a local level. And it gave me a chance to be exposed to some higher coaching, and ultimately make my way to a youth national team pool and then onto the national team.
We're here because our daughter Haley, she has Down syndrome. She plays on the top soccer team.
So we're here today because my son Finn is involved in the top soccer program. He's a child with special needs, and we've been looking for good opportunities for him to engage with other youth and get involved in a positive environment and get some health and exercise.
It just brought her out of her shell. She loves to come here and participate in a sport that she normally can't participate in.
Allie's benefited from playing with top soccer because it allows her to interact with kids outside of school because she doesn't really get a lot of interaction with other kids. She also gets interactions with teenagers, she gets interactions with adults.
It's just nice to see smiles on everybody's faces, and they're always so energetic.
Welcome back here to the start of the second half of this 2017 U.S. Youth Soccer National League U17 matchup between Cincinnati Development Academy, who lead Charlotte Soccer Academy by 2-0. Cincinnati playing in the red and black kit from left to right in your screen, and Charlotte Soccer Academy playing in the all grey kit, playing from right to left. What was a fairly dominant display from CDA in the first half. A couple of goals scored. Whitney Wells was a scorer of 1, and we also had the goal scored by Brooke Harden. But good early break here for CSA at the start of the second half, but not much gets past Rylan Hamilton, who reads the game very well at the back. CDA's defenders have looked so assured and so calm and confident back there. Mackenzie Burdick here will have a free kick. Ball flicked around the corner here and out of play on the far side for a throw in. And that's a goal there in the end. CSA not happy with how that went in, but it's 3-0. Just like that at the start of the second half for CDA. And that's a CSA goal there. Facing a major hill to climb here in the second half. They've battled well, and the commitment's been there all across the board from them. It's just CDA have really just taken their chances and set out their stall here. A nice touch from a parent on the far sideline. Decent technique. Thrown down the line. And they'll look to switch the play here, and going on a little mad run there is Burdick. Apologies. Lindsay Gross. And nice lot of ball down the left-hand side. Oof, crunching tackle. Referee's not interested in that, but it looked a sore one. Hamilton at the back here. CDA here with a chance. Down by the byline there and not fully cleared, but comes out towards the edge, towards Gross. Just gets away from her. Turned back in towards the box and eventually cleared from CSA there. And they just seem to be able to get in the ends of every 50-50 and free ball that's lying around the place. And Gross plays it wide, but it's intercepted. And away come CDA down the right hand side. Sullivan, nice ball for King down the right. King with a great touch inside and have to do something special to get past Lauren Araya. She's a very good defender at the back there for Charlotte. Played out on the left hand side. Ellie Lovedale cuts in past one, tries to beat two but loses out. Ball still bouncing around and nothing really clear cut for CDA here. They're looking for that final pass. Touched down the line and whipped across towards the back post, attacking it, and referee will quite rightly give a free kick out there, just a little too much argy-bargy at the back post. And Nerkin will have it out the back as Charlotte look to play out here. Araya looking for options. Has to go out to her fullback here. Pelino. Oof. Sliding tackle and no advantage. No clear advantage for Charlotte, so the play will be brought back for a foul, and Araya might look to play this one quickly. Takes her time. Well, it's definitely an afternoon for a strong cup of coffee here, or warm hot chocolate or tea. It's a little bit of bite in the wind whenever it blows. I'm sure it's an awful lot worse in Cincinnati. I'm sure you guys are laughing at the fact that we're in the high 40s, low 50s. But nonetheless, it's cold here on the ground. Townsend, far side for CSA, looks for options, flicked on. Burdick will go back to chase and keeps this one in. Finds her full back, Decker. Just a beautiful winter's day in all actuality, folks, and the pitches have been held in top condition. So you can see the field here from your screens. It's probably the best I've seen them in the last 3 years I've been here. Commentating on the gigs, representing Turbo Sports Group. It's a wonderful day to be out. And what else would you be doing? Watching top quality football. And plenty of it on tap here. CDA looking for that build-up, and King has been very lively since coming on off that right flank, darting, making those diagonal runs inside, allowing her full back to overlap on the outside. Rare chance of a break here for CSA, and it's a ball out wide, but it's intercepted by Decker, and they're committing a lot of those numbers forward. There's 5v5 currently, and they can play it quickly. CSA could be in real danger here. Gross plays it through, and offside called. Offside called against Mariah Wiefering. Nerkin once again, must be said. The recognition for her few saves and how quick really she is in reacting, coming off her line. She's done very well. I know the score is 3-0, but I'll tell you what, she's had a couple of great saves and she's shown very well in goal for CSA. Testament to all the parents on the far sideline, our friends and family members. Well attended here from, no, it's not too far in terms of California and some of the other places that we've seen, but really great to see that continued support by friends and family members supporting their sisters, daughters and friends. It's great to see, and we're just happy that for those who can't make it due to work commitments and other commitments back home in Cincinnati or Charlotte, that you're able to tune in the broadcast and see your own favourite player play here. Getting towards the byline, and chance of a cross there, and ball being knocked around here and there, and it's out for a throw-in. On the near touchline for CDA. And a substitute being prepared here for CSA. Taylor Holbrooks will be coming in momentarily. Sullivan will have the chance for another throw in, and Holbrooks will be coming in now for CSA, and it looks like it's going to be Townsend, the one that'll be making way. Thrown deep in the corner. Thrown down. Chance to clear out, but there's a touch inside and danger here for CSA. They'll clear it out, and I'm just trying to see. It's all the way up in the corner what the ruling's going to be. And looks like it's going to be out for a corner as CDA are gathering whatever corner formation they have planned. Obviously, teams have a number of different corner routines. We'll see what they have up their sleeve here. Another substitution being prepared for CSA. Helen Schulten will be coming back into the game. First comes the corner. Lovely ball across. Palmed away by Nerkin. And that's a free kick given out against CSA. Schulten will be introduced into the game as soon as the referee notices his fourth official. And doesn't quite see him yet. And doesn't quite see him yet. Sees him now. Here is that substitution. Number 6, Schulten, coming into the game here as we approach the hour mark and making way. Louisa Bynum. Free kick in here for CDA. Free kick comes in the box. Bouncing around. Nurkin goes down to collect, and danger's still not out for CSA. Some of the CDA substitutes diving down on the ground so this commentator could see there. And ball out in the right hand. Ooh, and that's just a tough collision there. Burdick will send this one long. Good kick. King was trying to see if that would go over the defenders. I always say there, your forwards have to be optimists. You have to think that that defender is going to miss that header. You can take the chance to go in behind, and obviously reverse situation for any defender when that ball's coming up. You got to be a pessimist. You got to think that your centre half is missing that, so you're ready to drop off. And ball on the far side here now. It'll be a free kick in. Burdick will send this one in deep again. She's got a very good set piece delivery on her. Played short though. Gross. Outside the box. Doesn't quite get all of that shot. And neither does Weefering on the half turn. Weefering plays out to the left, but it's intercepted. Poke down the line, and still the ball rattles around, and chance for CSA with half an hour left, give or take, in the game. As the ball gets knocked up front. And here comes the substitute Schulten here for CSA. Plays it out wide. Loses her shin guard in the process. And it'll be cleared all the way down and 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 all the way down over the end line for a goal kick for CDA. Nice attempt for a touch inside, but it's well read by Sullivan as she springs a counter-attack, and Weefering looking for options. King runs in behind. Still Weefering. Plays a nice reverse pass to King, who's onside. Sullivan will gather the ball out here, near where our cameras are set up, and she'll run all the way down, all the way down, and all the way down to take a throw in. Throws down the line towards King, who's just got crazy amounts of energy down the line. She's been very lively since she's come on, and that's out for a corner kick once more for CDA. Corner comes in. Scrap around the edge of the box. And out for throw in here. Yes, folks, it is dipping towards 50 and below 11 degrees centigrade. It is a chilly one. And as they say, the weather outside is frightful. But the fire here, or in terms of what we've got in front of us, the football is and has been and will continue to be delightful. You have teams from all over the country here, the best of the best, playing in front of hundreds of college coaches year on year. The US Youth Soccer National League, where you've had players go on to represent their nations in the FIFA Women's World Cup, Olympics, I mean, you name it really. It's really is a high standard, and as you can see today, has been no exception. Weefring moving forward, trying to get the ball off her foot, but slightly rushes the pass out wide. Hamilton chasing back towards her own goal. CSA with a chance to get the ball in here, and Hamilton slides in, and again, not to be beaten on more than one occasion, knocks it out for a corner kick, but it was good play up top by Ariana Maibodi. And still waiting for CSA to decide who's going to be taking the corner kick. And it looks like it'll be Schulten. Might just get themselves back into the game here. Under 24 minutes left. Apologies, it won't be Schulten. It'll be Caitlin Little whipping it in with the inswing, clipped in towards the front, headed out towards the edge of the box. King turns. Weefring plays it up, and King will give chase, but she won't get there. She'll get there and is knocked off her. And chance for CDA on the break here. Striding in towards the 18. Shot! And Nurking holds on. Good save by the goalkeeper once more. CSA building down the right hand side. Play the ball inside, but deflected, comes back to them. Schulten now. Lots of time and space considering. Can't quite find the pass she's looking for. CDA looking very organised without the ball, but CSA not trying to rush that pass here, and there's a free kick given. Didn't quite see what happened. There's a few raindrops drop out of the sky. Good opportunity to put this one in the mixer, and I'm sure you'd be watching at home, you'd be saying, if you're a CSA fan, put it in the box, put it on the dance floor and let them attack it. Give us an opportunity to get one back here. That's what they'll look to do. It's all about the delivery. In it comes. It's a good one. Just a little too deep. Apologies. Molly McGuire played the first half. It's actually Carissa Riegler in goal here currently. Riegler. Good kick. Down the middle. As the rain really starts to pick up, and we'll see where it takes us. This commentator doesn't want to be stuck out in the rain, but there's not much it can do. Definitely a free kick out there. The referee calls it. And ball goes down the right hand side. Hamilton shepherding it, taking no chances, plays down the line. And CSA, a much better ball possession here over the last few minutes, and Johnson tries to win the corner. That's out for a goal kick. And that's out of play as the substitutions gets called here. Abby Wesselkamper comes on, and that'll be number 32, Ali Lovedal, to make way. Out for a corner kick for CDA on the far side. Rain starts to spill a little more. And Lindsay Gross is going to be the one jogging over to take it. Substitution there. Brooke Harden coming back into the game. Score of the second goal. And coming off was number 31, Ali Hellman. King on the edge of the box, tries to turn it to her left foot, but it's cleared away. And that's a good touch by Johnson. Oh, and it's a yellow card given against Elena Sullivan. Time ticking away here. We move into the last 16 minutes of regular time. Now Vico sends it long. Hamilton wins. Now Vico will come up again. Clears it with her left foot. Good layoff. Chance for CSA if they can find the right ball through here, but there's not much ahead to play. Played out towards the right hand side. Good decision. And more direct ball in. My Bido going out towards the left. Hamilton chasing. Hasn't been getting any past Hamilton today, and ball comes out towards Schulten on the left. Attempts to wrap her foot around and can't quite do so, unfortunately, for CSA. Goal kick. CDA. As two substitutes come out of the game for CDA. Melina King and Mariah Wiefering come out of the game. Maddie Young back into the game straight away with her first touches, plays it out towards the right hand side to try and set a break for CDA. And it's trying to be shepherded out, and that's going to be a free kick out for CSA. As the rain just starts to pick up in its intensity. Still very light. You won't hear this commentator complaining too much. Just very fortunate to be out here and enjoying some premium football on display. Matty Young with a shot from distance, ambitious, just pulls it out towards the left, and big goal kick for CSA. Goal kick coming up for CSA. Nurkin looking for options. Doesn't decide to play short in the end. Drills it down the middle. Good leap there, but referee says not too good. And CSA have a free kick now as we close in the last 13 minutes or so in the match. The 2017 US Youth Soccer National League here in Wilson, North Carolina for the Fall Showcase. Brought to you live by Turbo Sports. Matty Young back to goal, turns, driving forward into space. Got options down the right, finds one. Touch towards the byline and won't be able to get on the end of that, but it was a nice ball from Young. It was a good original touch. Trammell just couldn't quite get on the end of it. It was good defending. And Nurkin assesses her options once more. Decides to play short with the right foot this time. Playing in towards pressure, and that's a little risky for CSA, and Young from distance here might have a pop. Looking for options, pulls it across the 6-yard box. Cleared away. Great ball in. Pretty relentless in their pursuit of a fourth goal here, CDA. And that's out for a throw-in on the near sideline once more. Elena Sullivan winding up. Throws it just inside the 18. Gross can't quite get it under control. Johnson will drop back for CSA and try get her foot on it. Does, lays it out wide. Will go again down the line. But this is a chance here for CSA. They've got a few numbers forward. If they can find the right pass, they could be in here. Down the right hand side they go. Chance to fire it across. Delayed the cross there, but just breaks down. Out of the end line. Time ticking away here. Second game of the day in terms of the live broadcast, and two more after this, so make sure you stay tuned, especially for Field 1, unless you're sick of hearing an Irish guy commentating. That's completely understandable at this stage after about 78 minutes. Ball played out wide and driving inside looking for support. Cleared away from Maria. Araya moving forward, knocks it out wide. Can they get one back here inside the last 11 minutes here? Nice touch up top from Gross. Young's got it all to do. She's going to take on the world here. Threads a nice ball through in the left-hand side. Great touch inside, and it's offside call. On the winger, number 27 out wide. Wesselkamper. Ball coming through. Johnson has a chance here to get one back for CSA, and worrying moment there for CDA. Much better this from CSA the last few moments. Uncomfortable times for CDA there, but it won't be uncomfortable now as Young has the ball in the box and can't quite fashion a clear chance from that one. Lovely ball played out wide and just crept out of play. Must have only been a kitten's whisker off over the line. Ball knocked up over the top though. And that looks like it'll be out of play, and it is for CSA. They'll have a throw in here. Gross going down the right hand side. Schulten tracking back towards their own goal. Has to knock it out of play for a CDA throw in. Ball knocked up towards Johnson up top here for CSA. Can they pull one back? Inside nearly the last 6 minutes of regular time here at the 2017 US Youth Soccer National League Fall Showcase, Wilson, North Carolina. Lovely play out wide. Skips off Hamilton. And all the way back for the goalkeeper. Ball knocked out of play. CDA throw in on the near sideline. Sullivan will retrieve. In no rush to take this one. 5.5 minutes of regular time left, and you can only imagine there'll be maybe a minute of added time. Oh, knocked to the face there, and Referee's holding play. Says, hold on a second. Lindsay Gross just got a whack in the face there. Purely accidental. See if she's okay. Referee will check on her. She says, I'm grand. Let's play on. And as time ticks down here, CDA might have a couple more opportunities going forward, and if they're not able to keep this one in, it goes out for a corner kick. Corner kick on the near sideline here. Whipped in, Nurkin collects it at the second attempt. Time ticking away towards the end of what's been a good game here. Great commitment shown from both teams. CDA just been able to stretch ahead of CSA. Hope you've enjoyed live coverage here. Pleasure to be able to bring it to you for all those who couldn't make it. Thrown down the line, and CDA will just look to really just have the next few minutes go by without conceding a chance or two if they can help it. There's a throw on the far side. Clearance comes up as we approach 2 minutes left. Threaded ball through down the left-hand side. Looking for a touch down the right. CSA moving forward, and Decker just knocks it out of play. There's a wee hill down there on the far side. So it's a bit of a chase to get a ball that goes down there, as you can see. And waiting for the throw to come in. Johnson back to goal, sets it back. .90 seconds left here. CSA pulling patiently, trying to find that one through ball, but it's gone all the way at the back here for CDA. Last minute of regular time here, folks. Eyes on the referee. I can't imagine that there's going to be anything more than a minute being played, if that. Added on. No real stoppages in the second half here. And in saying that, there's a free kick right there. Long free kick played, CSA. Johnson back to goal. Does well holding it up. Tries to release one of our players. And there's lots of space here on the near side if they can find Schulten, but they go down the right. Decker I'm trying to call something silly. They don't want to concede at this stage, but CSA will look for anything there. It's a shot from distance, and that should wrap us up to the end of the game. Eyes are on the referee. Can't imagine that there's really any stoppage time. There's a full-time whistle, folks, and it's ended here. Cincinnati Development Academy 3, Charlotte Soccer Academy 0. And the U17 bracket, the 2017 US Youth Soccer National League. Absolute pleasure to bring the broadcast here live at Turbo Sports. We'll see you for the next game. Bye for now. Bye-bye.